everyone, so I want to talk to you about another type of paper that you can use to protect your paper in many different ways. So because I'm drawing with graphite the majority of the time that I'm drawing, it's a very smudgy material and you're going to need to protect it while you're drawing so that you don't smudge what you're drawing. You'll need to protect it in storage and then also in shipping. And so this is the material that I use for all of those things. It's called Glassine. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that I apply the Glassine so that I can protect my graphite drawings. Okay, so here you can see this is a completed drawing of Abraham Lincoln. And if I were to put any pressure on that graphite with my fingertips, with the edge of my hand, like if I rest my hand on there, that would definitely cause smudging that I don't want to do. So in this case, I just take a small piece of the Glassine and I'm going to put it, like I think the last thing that I was drawing was probably this side of his suit. I would put it right here so that I'm making sure that I'm not smudging anything. Now I'm right-handed, so I tend to work upper left to lower right in order to also prevent smudges. But say I see that it needs like some little tweak right here on his ear, I'm gonna have that problem of resting my hand on the paper and I want to use the Glassine to protect what I've already drawn. So the challenge with this is that you can see it does pick up some little smudges. I don't know if you can see that from the graphite onto the Glassine. You can easily erase that with a kneaded eraser. So you can go ahead and just take those smudges off and keep reusing this same sheet of paper if you wish to. The next thing I'm going to do with it is in storage, when I'm storing these in my flat files, I'm just going to use a larger piece of Glassine so that it covers the entire paper. That way, as I'm sliding paper in and out of the drawers and on top of and underneath each other, they aren't going to drag. You know, like if I put a clean piece of paper on top of a drawing that I've done, there's weight of other drawings stacked on top of it, and then say I want to pull this one out from underneath, that pressure of the weight of the paper is actually going to smudge the drawing that I've already done onto the back side of the next piece of paper. So if you layer the Glassine in between in your storage, that way it's going to protect the entire paper, both the drawing that you've done and preserve the white space around it so that that doesn't get smudged. The thing about Glassine is that it kind of looks like waxed paper. It's not waxed paper. You don't want to use waxed paper for this. The wax could actually transfer onto your other paper. But it's also a balanced pH paper, so it's acid-free. It's really going to not transfer any acid onto your high-quality drawing paper. And so it's going to really protect it both by covering the entire area, but then also by being a nice pH neutral piece of paper. And then the last way that I use it is going to be in shipping. So say I have a piece of paper that I'd like to ship. It has a drawing on it. This one obviously doesn't. What I can do is I can take out the long piece of paper and then I simply just wrap it in it as if it were a present. So I'm going to fold and then fold again. And then I'll cut it off, tape these down, fold them in, tape them down, and then I'm going to ship my piece of my artwork in this little Glassine envelope. That's going to cause less friction in the envelope that I provide to protect the drawing with, you know, like firm pieces of cardboard around it so that it doesn't get dented. But this actually protects the graphite from transferring onto that cardboard or touching something like cardboard that isn't acid-free. So those are the three ways that I use Glassine. It's really been one of the best tools that I've used in the studio for a long time. In fact, I've used this for so long, I still have a roll, like this roll is maybe 12 or 14 inches tall. I have a roll from when I used to work much larger in a larger format piece of paper, and I think that one is probably 40 or 48 inches tall. It's really tall. So you can get this in a variety of different sizes to meet your needs. The rolls are really, you know, like it's such a thin piece of paper. There's so much that comes on the roll. It lasts forever. I usually buy one every year or two. And I'm using it really regularly and giving it to my students to use too. So I think it's a great affordable way to protect your paper, both when you're drawing, when you're storing, and when you're shipping it. So I hope that's a really great tip for you guys and that you'll keep watching. Thanks.